Have you ever watched a child learn a new language and felt a little angry inside because it looks unfair? They hear a few sounds. They copy them badly. They mix words from two languages. They say something completely wrong. And somehow, in a few months, they are chatting like they own the place. Meanwhile, you have been studying for years. You understand movies, you can read articles, you know the grammar. But when it is your turn to speak, your mind goes blank. Or you start translating in your head, and by the time you find the perfect sentence, the moment is already gone. If that feels familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not slow. You are not incapable. You're just trying to learn like an adult in a world where children have a completely different advantage. And the best news is, you can copy the parts that actually matter. Children do not learn faster because they are smarter. They learn faster because they are freer. They are not protecting an identity. They are not trying to sound professional. They are not thinking, what if I make a mistake and people judge me? They are not building a sentence like a math equation. They are playing with sound. They are guessing. They are experimenting. And they are rewarded for communicating, not punished for being imperfect. Think about a child saying, "Yesterday I go park," and the adult smiles and says, "Oh, you went to the park. Great." The message is understood, the correction is gentle, and the child keeps talking. Now imagine you at work, in a meeting, trying to say a simple idea, and you hear a voice inside your head saying, "Be careful. Do not sound stupid. Do not make a grammar mistake. Speak like a native speaker." That voice is not helping you. That voice is slowing you down. One huge difference is that children live inside the language. They learn it in small pieces, in real situations, again and again. They hear the same phrases every day. Put your shoes on. Do you want water? Come here. Wait a second. And they copy those exact phrases until they become automatic. Adults often learn language in a way that stays in the brain, but does not reach the mouth. You learn thousands of words, but you do not have ready phrases. So when you need to speak, you are forced to build everything from zero. It is like trying to cook while you are still reading the recipe for the first time. Another difference is emotion. Children are not embarrassed in the same way. They are not keeping score. They do not say, "I have studied for 3 years, so I should be fluent." They just speak, and they improve. Adults carry pressure. Adults compare themselves. Adults think every mistake is evidence that they are not good at languages. But mistakes are not evidence of failure. Mistakes are evidence of movement. If you are making mistakes, it means you're actually using the language, not just collecting it. So how do you copy children without becoming childish? You copy their process, not their age. First, you give yourself permission to sound basic. Children start with very small language, and they repeat it a lot. Adults want to skip that stage because it feels embarrassing. But that stage is where fluency is born. You need simple, strong sentences that come out fast. "I need a minute. I am not sure. Let me think. Can you repeat that? Actually, the goal is not impressive English. The goal is automatic English. When your basic phrases are automatic, your brain is free to think about meaning, not grammar. Second, you copy the child habit of speaking before you feel ready. Children do not wait until they understand everything. They start talking with a tiny amount of language, and they grow in public. Adults often try to grow in private, and then perform in public. That creates fear, because every conversation becomes a test. But language is not a test. It is a tool. The next time you are in a conversation, try this mindset. My job is to communicate, not to impress. My job is to stay in the conversation, not to be perfect. Even if your sentence is not beautiful, if the other person understands you, you succeeded. Third, you stop translating full sentences. This is a big one. Translation is slow, and it keeps you trapped in your first language. Children do not translate. They connect meaning directly to English. You can train this gently in daily life. When you are making coffee, do not say the sentence in your language first. Just look at the action and name it in English. I am making coffee. I am looking for my keys. I am running late. I need to send an email. At first it feels simple, almost too simple. Good. That is exactly the point. You're building a direct path between your life and English, without the middle step. And let me talk about something emotional, because this is where many adult learners get stuck. Fear. The fear of sounding stupid, the fear of being judged, the fear of your accent. But here is a truth that changes everything. Most people are not listening to your English as closely as you think. They are listening for meaning. And if they notice your mistakes, they usually do not care. They care about your message, your energy, your friendliness, your ideas. Also, your accent is not a problem. Your accent is proof you learned something hard. Fluency does not mean sounding like you were born in another country. Fluency means your ideas can move easily from your mind to your mouth. Think about real-life situations. You are traveling, and you need help at the airport. You do not need perfect grammar. You need speed and clarity. Where is gate 12? I think I am lost. Can you help me? You are at work, and you want to share an idea. You can say, I have a suggestion. I think we can try this. I am not 100% sure, but maybe it will help. That kind of language is natural. It buys you time. It keeps you calm. Children use time buying language all the time. Like this. And adults can do it too, in a more professional way. One more thing children do is they repeat stories. They tell the same story again and again. They love repetition. Adults avoid repetition because they want to constantly learn new things. But repetition is what makes speaking smooth. Choose one small story from your day, maybe something that happened at work, or a funny moment, or a problem you solved, and tell it to yourself in English more than once. The first time will feel slow. The second time will feel easier. By the fifth time, you'll start to feel a kind of flow. That flow is not magic. It is practice, but it is practice that feels like real speaking, not studying. So if you want to learn like a child, here is the feeling you are looking for. Lightness, curiosity, motion, not pressure, not performance. Your English does not need to be perfect to be powerful. It needs to be alive. It needs to be used. And every time you speak, even with mistakes, you are training your brain to think faster in English. The next time you catch yourself waiting for the perfect sentence, pause and ask yourself a simple question. Do I want perfect English, or do I want real communication? Then say the simple version. Say it with the words you have. Say it now. That is how children do it. And that is how you start sounding more natural, more confident, and more fluent, one real moment at a time.